Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, hi, this is my dad.
Hello.
And we thought that we'll do like a small video for Father's Day and we'll answer a couple of the questions that keep coming in about how he allowed me to travel to a lot of unsafe places across the world and what he feels about me traveling the world full time. His name is Ravindra Kumar and he's an engineer by profession. Could you guess? But more importantly, he's an amazing writer and a storyteller, and he specializes in writing children's books. So yes, presenting to you my dad.
Okay, Anki is a traveler, she's a solo backpacker, and she, according to me, is a rebel without a pause.
Okay, so one of the questions that came in was, what was Anki's childhood like?
What you were like? I mean, you were exactly opposite of what you are. Very shy, but there was some kind of silent mischief which later I came to know from my son, who was completely, totally, absolutely bullied day in and day out, and the secret came out just a few years back.
Yeah, so I will tell you a little bit about how he was when we were growing up. Curfew time was 5:30. I was not allowed a single sleepover in the 17 years that I stayed here. And so a little bit about where I grew up. So I was born and brought up in a small town called Rautpura in Orissa. So already it's like very protected, right? Like everybody knows everybody else, and the maximum that you have to travel to across the city would be like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
It would take you 6 minutes.
And one traffic
signal in the entire town. And in that he was this. So you can only imagine how protective he was. So any incidents that you remember?
Yeah, I remember one thing, that the first time when she went on an excursion to Hyderabad, so I was following the train even as it crossed the platform and hurling instructions at her. बेटा मामा का नंबर याद रखना, मामी का नंबर याद रखना, चाचा आएंगे, चाची आएंगी, 5:30 बजे आएंगे, etc. etc. etc.
I remember that. It was a really like filmy scene of him like running DDLJ style behind the train.
In fact, I think DDLJ got it from me. Only that part.
So yeah, I think what happened then? Like what happened from then to what it is like now? Like how did that happen?
Now you mentioned something like allowed. I didn't allow you. You allowed yourself.
That's true. That's true.
And the first time when she went without telling us that she's going alone. We thought she was with her friends. At least I thought.
Just a little bit of like where I went and stuff. This was my first ever solo trip back in 2015, so it was 5 years ago. And this was in Vietnam for a month. I don't know why I chose Vietnam. I don't know why I chose to go there for a month and by myself. I have no idea how all of those things happened, but they did. And I was so terrified to tell him that because he was so protective, right? There was no way he would have allowed me. I keep saying allowed. But then at that point it was that, because I was much younger and had just gotten out of a job that I used to hate.
You were a rebel with some pauses.
With some pauses. With a lot of pregnant pauses. So at some point, like I did feel at the back of my head that I wanted to be honest with you. Like I didn't really want to lie anymore, because at the end of the day, like if I don't have your support, it just doesn't feel right.
And you wanted us to be a part of this fun.
A part of this fun, a part of my dream.
And she had a very solid logic. You know, she said that I love doing this. I'm passionate about it. I enjoy it. And then it was a throwback to my years, you know, because I wanted to do English literature and get into teaching and full-time writing and all. I couldn't do it because of the circumstances. So I thought, come on, I can't be a kind of a barrier to her dreams, you know. I should allow her to let her live her dreams, her passion, her life. So that was one, I wouldn't even say paradigm shift. It was a kind of a universal shift as far as my head and heart were concerned.
No, I agree completely. Like, I remember after the 30 days, you just called me up one day, and at that time I was going to Indonesia and Malaysia alone. And you just called me and you was like, "Haan, to planning kaise chal rahi hai?" And I was just like, okay, I guess we're just not going to talk about it. We're just going to move past everything. And maybe, yeah, I mean, it was always, and I was so happy. Like, I can't begin to like imagine what my life would be like if you weren't okay with it. Like, I don't think I would have been able to sustain it, because you need that support, no? And it always feels so good, and it feels so heartwarming to have your and mummies and aunties and Aryans, my talking, the constant support, because otherwise it just doesn't feel right.
True.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that conversation was a very important thing to have, and I'm so grateful to have your support here.
I'm thrilled, and I cannot tell you how proud I am that that my little princess has now become almost a, what should I say, a celebrity and all that.
Moving on. Yeah, okay, so this is a really sweet question. What is it like to be the father of a girl who lives in a world that is not safe and her job is to travel?
Now I've kind of reconciled, or I think I have adjusted to that kind of the feeling, or that kind of this thing, the knowledge. Because I think, Anki, you told me a couple of things. You said that sometimes the jungles of Amazon are safer than some of the streets in some of the cities of India. Second thing, you talked about a code, or a kind of a bonding between the backpackers and all that. So you're just, help is a phone call away. So that gave me a sense of security. Okay, she's safe. But even now, every time you call, my heart beats faster. Every time you don't call, my heart stops beating. So that stress, that tension is always there.
Yeah. I went on a 4-month-long backpacking trip across South America, and the day I came back, you called me and you said, today I'll finally sleep after 4 months.
Yeah, it is true.
Yeah.
I think you do borderize, censor some of these experiences, and only when you come back and then you say that, actually this was happening,
Yeah.
or this happened to me.
Yeah.
So that cushion is always there.
Yeah. That's true. Okay, do you like travel? And how do you travel?
I love traveling, but my idea or the way I travel is completely opposite yours. It has to be specific. Everything is planned to a P and a T and a O and everything else. The places I'm going to go, where I'm going to reach, what flight I'm going to take, who's going to receive me, if anybody at all, where I'm going to stay, if it's a homestay, for how long, what is the itinerary. Everything is planned. Possibly even what I'm going to eat.
Yeah, so I'm completely opposite of that. Like, I don't know how that has happened. And you don't like traveling alone.
I hate traveling alone.
traveling.
Even if I have to go to the market, I used to take these kids along. For a haircut, I used to take my son. I would plan it this way, I hate traveling alone.
So I don't know how that happened, I don't know how this crazy shift happened, because I love traveling alone. I hate being planned. I hate making itineraries. So yeah, that's like a huge difference.
Yeah,
That's
huge.
So how do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about, like, do you ever wonder how I do this, or like what's...
And then basically to each his own, As long as you like it, fine. But I can't, plan in that kind of chaos. I can't do it. It would make me jittery and nervous. But watching you, I admire you. I envy you, in fact. I wish I could do that.
Okay. Yeah. So the top experience you remember from my travels?
I think 2 experiences I would like to share. One is the Amazon jungle, where you did a survival stint for a couple of days. You ate live termites. Now, Madhvi, my wife, is a pure vegetarian. She won't even have garlic. And that video which you had sent, I showed it to her. I just watched those expressions fleeting.
He's so
across.
sadistic. Like, I didn't send it to my mom because I was like, she might not be able to stomach it. So I sent it to him because he's always been very excited about all these fancy things I eat and all of that. And just a little background on what this was. This was an Amazon rainforest survival challenge for 3 days.
True.
In the Bolivian rainforest. I was the only Indian to have ever gone there and done this. So we had to catch our own food, we had to source our own water, we had to build our own shelter. So that day we did not catch even one fish. So Tomba said, okay, so these days when you need some protein in your body, you go and eat termites. So he literally took like a stick and he shoved it in like a rotting bark and he pulled it out and there were like termites and he's like, pull your tongue out. I put my tongue out and he just slit the stick and I was just I could feel them still moving in my mouth and all of that. And I had a video of all of this because I wanted to send it to him, not to my mom. And he decided to show it to my mom, and my poor mom, she called me and she's like, I couldn't even eat curd rice at night. I'm like, Mom, why did you watch it? And she's like, no, because he showed it to me because I wanted to see what you were doing. I wanted to see your face. And I was like, oh, Mom.
It was absolute nirvana, the expression on her face, watching her darling daughter, chewing on termites.
That was crazy. What was the second one?
Second one was your recent trip to Brazil. There were 2 things there. One was that you had this guy who was quite shady looking and all that, and he followed you and he said something like, that you were the only guys who were listening to me. And after he stayed with you for a few hours, he was your guide and all that, and then he gave you some trinket.
Give me a necklace.
He gave you a necklace and all. But the fact that you could connect with him, and I would like to share with everybody that I think, Anki, you have this great ability to create an ecosystem of positivity around you. And that's why people, reach out to you so beautifully. And this was a great example. And the second thing was, you were just, I think, walking on the streets of Brazil, and one of your friends just pulled your hand and you raised across. Its face was white, ashen, and then you were scared what's happening and all. And then you came to know that you were bang in the middle of a gunfight between the cops and the drug lords or something, and you could have easily been hit by a bullet. And so these two experiences I've always been.
And a lot of girls are like, how do we convince our parents? So is there any message you want to give?
I would only say one thing, that you speak the truth. Tell your parents that you want to do this because you love it, you enjoy it, it's your passion, and there's nothing you would want to do more than this. That's it.
So yeah, I think even I get like a lot of these questions about people who are just graduating from colleges and stuff like that, and they're like, we want to travel like you. And I always say that, I'm like, you have to work hard, you have to create a portfolio, you have to do something you love while being financially independent and having a backup option in case it doesn't work out.
Absolutely. And there's not like kind of magic, you just step into something and then you're a big celebrity or you're a great success about
like
it.
Even with me, like, you've seen all my
like you slugged it.
Yeah. So what do you have to say about that? Like, when you saw me struggle, or when you saw me this thing, was there any point in your head where you were just like, maybe she shouldn't do it, or maybe she should do something else? Or
I don't think, because I always felt that you were involved in whatever you're doing with great amount of honesty. Even when you were working in the production house, I think you did a fantastic job. You worked really hard. You didn't enjoy it, it's another thing, but you were honest to your job, and that's what matters.
Absolutely, and that's something I've learned from you also. Like, do everything from your heart. Like, that is what I think you would also say to people. Like, that honesty has to be there.
No, that definitely. There's no compromise on that.
And if you get into this, get into it for the right reasons, right? Like, don't get into it for becoming an influencer, or making money off of it, or travel and make money. Like, that's not the goal.
If
the goal
you don't love something, you will never ever be effective.
Absolutely. Any last words?
Last words, what would I say? Except that, it's been such a journey for her, and such a armchair journey, armchair travel for me, because I think I have lived and experienced every moment she has traveled, and I've loved everything she's been doing, and I obviously wish you all the best. And as far as I'm concerned, sky's the limit.
Thank you guys, and happy Father's Day! Happy
Thank
Father's
you,
Day,
thank
everybody
you
watching.
to everybody. Happy Father's Day.